Hello, welcome to TJD Movie Reviews, episode 36. We watched Little Miss Sunshine.
I'm Ty.
Jake.
And I'm Drew.
Yeah, this was Drew's pick. When did Little Miss Sunshine come out? 06?
Yes, 2006.
Oh, that was a total shot in the dark.
Yeah.
Usually I'm wrong.
Not this time.
Oh,
Congrats.
thank you. Starring Kinnear, Alan Arkin,
Toni Collette,
Toni Collette,
Abigail Breslin,
Steve Carell,
Paul Dano.
and no one else I really know by name.
Bryan Cranston.
Oh, that's a
Dean
cameo.
Norris. Hank.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I didn't know the actor's name. I just knew him as Hank.
I can tell you didn't know.
I was like,
You're
Chuck,
like,
is that
who?
Chuck Norris's brother?
Yes.
But this was Drew's pick, so Drew, why don't you run down kind of a synopsis?
Well, as you said before, it's a 2006 film, directed by two co-directors, Jonathan Dayton and Valerie Faris. Basically, it's Toni Collette goes to pick up Steve Carell, her suicidal brother, from some hospital and brings him back to their dysfunctional family. And Abigail Breslin is a kind of a hopeful young girl who likes to participate in beauty pageants. And they get a call from somebody who had headed up one of the competitions that she performed in. She got second place, but apparently the first place person had to drop out because some diet pill scandal or something like that. Keep in mind, these kids are like 8, 10 years old. I can't remember how old she is. 7.
She had to be 6 or 7.
Yep. So 7 years old taking diet pills sounds crazy, but it's part of the movie. So they say because she's first place, she gets to go participate in the Little Miss Sunshine pageant, which is in California. They live in Albuquerque, New Mexico.
So right next door.
Yeah, so they're driving there, this dysfunctional family, and it's about the zany mishaps that go on, them trying to get there, and the characters themselves.
A lot of depth to this film.
Yeah.
I'd agree.
So to go on to Steve Carell, you knew he was just doing that for attention.
Doing what?
The suicide, because he went across the street. He wasn't looking for results.
We don't know because we didn't see the cut. We just saw the bandages.
But they were just wrapped clean across. He didn't go straight down.
Well, you gotta go down your whole fucking forearm.
True.
Tie.
That was like, you had to cut the whole thing and then fold it open.
All right, listen here, kids. Veins. If you go down any length, you're gonna have problems.
Mm-hmm.
You don't gotta go all the way down to the fucking elbow. I mean, if you want to get it done, you go all the way down to the elbow.
The first thing we start in on is, well, kids, this is how you commit suicide.
Disclaimer, we do not support that.
I mean, nobody hates... there's nobody I hate more than someone who just commits suicide for attention. I'm wondering where to go from here.
It amazes me that some of the stuff that comes out of your mouth.
I don't think I can go anywhere
on a
from
weekly
there.
basis.
I've dug myself into a hole. No, like, if you want to do it, then just do it. Like, I don't know. I agree. Don't go across because that's stupid and you're going to live. And you don't want to live and they don't want you to live.
How about just don't do it?
All right.
Yeah.
Disclaimer. Don't commit suicide. If you're thinking about committing suicide, call a hotline or something.
Call a friend.
That's quitting. Quitting is for losers.
Quitting is for...
As Greg Kinnear would say.
Greg Kinnear made me want to fucking kill myself in this movie.
How intolerable is he throughout the entire film?
I wouldn't say throughout the entire film.
He
most
does
of
have
it.
redemption.
There's a little redemption
There
towards
is.
the end, but the beginning, you're like, this is the biggest asshole I've ever
Mhm.
seen.
He was a twat.
Oh,
Wow.
that's a harsh word for you.
Gosh darn it.
Good
Gosh
on ya.
darn it.
Golly gee willikers.
Mr. Griffin?
But no, he was. I've seen and dealt with those parents before, and just like, Really?
Well, I mean, he's having conversations with his daughter about, like, she shouldn't be eating ice cream because then she'll get fat. And
it's like, one, she's 7 years old. Her metabolism will kick in. She'll be okay.
but just some of the shit he was spouting, though, just like, and you could see, like, that's the thing I like about this movie. Like, every time Greg Kinnear would start in, like, Steve Carell and Paul Dano were like, oh, this fucking guy.
Yeah.
Like, genuine disgust for him.
Is he always like this?
Now, the one thing I didn't realize, but you said it is that's the boy Dano's what's his name? Dwayne. That's his stepdad?
I believe so.
I believe, yeah.
I'm not sure if he was talking to them because the parents kind of have a rocky relationship because of stress that's going on in both their lives. And so he says at one point he busts out and he's like, divorce, bankruptcy, talking to his parents. And I'm like, wait, are they discussing divorce or has she been divorced before?
No, I'm pretty sure that Dwayne is from a prior relationship.
And Greg Kinnear's not actually his dad.
And Abigail Breslin, or Olive, is their kid.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Any immediate pros or cons that jump out at you?
I got a pro.
Yeah.
Soundtrack.
Yeah.
Fucking soundtrack is amazing for this movie. Like the horns, the violins, it's great.
The Rick James.
Yeah.
That's a good gem thrown in there at the end.
It's a deep cut.
Yeah.
Oh, it's not a deep cut.
That's not what that means?
No.
Oh.
No, not at all.
My mistake. You guys have heard that song before?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
I think a lot of people have heard that song
I
before.
thought it was just me.
No, you're not teaching yourself to dance?
He,
that song?
He played a concert just for you
before
he died.
Yeah.
Because cocaine's a hell of a drug.
I thought Rick James was alive.
No, he died.
Rick James is super dead.
Is he?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
He died like in 2008.
You're probably right. I think I was on Reddit and that Chappelle thing on SNL was posted, and then they were like, they should get Rick James for this. And now that I think about it, they probably said that because he's dead.
Yeah. He's totally dead.
I wasn't in on the joke. I was like, they should have got him for this. Wow, Rick James is dead.
Is your world shattered like 8 years later?
You're going to break down and cry on this podcast?
I loved all his deep cuts.
Name another Rick James song.
I literally can't name one other song, let alone like a little known gem. Yeah, whatever.
Oh God, what? I know I can name another one. Unity.
Sure.
He's better than me. I couldn't name another Rick James song.
I don't know enough to dispute, so yeah.
Yeah, we'll go with that.
You win.
I got a pro. Cinematography.
Yeah. Some of the shots are great in this movie. Most of the shots.
Mm-hmm.
All the shots when they're driving down the interstate and they're showing like the sky.
I just like the exposition. Like you're seeing all these different scenery and.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of wide angle stuff. Like every time they're pushing the van, you get like a nice big like frame of what everybody's doing, and it's just in certain shots are just really personal. Like I'm guessing handheld cameras like in the van, like the little micro movements like makes you feel like you're a part of the trip.
Yeah, you feel like you're in that VW bus.
Yeah.
Pro, but some people might see it as a con. I like how the director or the writer made the story so that every time it seems something good is happening, that all of a sudden something bad like gets thrown in there and they have to deal with it as a family.
Mm-hmm.
Like, spoiler, Dwayne, his whole thing is he taken this vow of silence because he's working towards a goal of becoming an Air Force pilot or something like that, to then find out randomly that he's colorblind, and to break his vow of silence with the word fuck. It's like they were starting to come together as a family after another tragedy, and because him and Olive were getting along, and his uncle, and then all of a sudden this happened, so then up, back down. Everyone was kind of getting along, and then they had another mishap earlier before that, and I don't want to give that away. Maybe one of you will, but...
Yeah, I'd agree. They did a good job of showcasing how much of a roller coaster your life can be.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you're just going all over the place.
One, and like family discords too. Like, Dwayne hates his family, and you can really see how he just has so much distaste for them. There are redeeming moments, but at the beginning he's just not having any of it. You know, angsty teenage.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I don't think he really hates them. Like, towards the end, it's kind of revealed, like, he really...
He cares about them.
They understand
them,
it.
yeah.
Yeah.
But, yeah, that's just part of being a teenager, I think.
I guess more or less I just like the depiction of the dysfunctional family.
Yeah.
Because,
well, I was going to say, these feel like real people.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like, I bought the dynamic completely.
When they were having that first supper, I was like, this would be an awkward family dinner to be at, but I could see myself, like, being in a house and watching this happen.
Yeah. And it wasn't overly extravagant. Like, you ever watch movies where you're like, people don't eat dinner like this. Like, they had paper plates, they had a bucket of chicken, and then for dessert she gets, like, fucking popsicles out of the freezer. You're like, this is what dinner is. Yeah. Like, you're a middle-class family, this is what dinner is. There's no fucking fancy, over-the-top, you know, chandeliers.
Not cooking a turkey in 3 hours.
Well,
the most minute fucking detail.
Well, I also like how Alan Arkin came in and he's like, God, it's a fucking chicken again. Like, how many times we eat fucking chicken?
Alright, I'm going to say something right now. I totally identify with that because my mom would eat chicken every fucking day of her life if she could.
When I was growing up, the thing we ate the most was always something of Hamburger Helper.
Oh.
And so I love my mom, and I had 2 working parents, so it was hard to make time for supper. And growing up and out in the farm, it's like, you know, you don't exactly have a KFC you can run to.
Right.
So,
like, when you guys went out, it had to be like a planned thing.
Mm-hmm. So it just, like, you know, I actually love Hamburger Helper, so it didn't bother me, but, like, she gets crap from us because it's usually what we ate 5 nights out of the week.
My dad, when he was a kid, they would make Hamburger Helper, like, all the fucking time, and he fucking hates it. So...
My brother will only eat one type now, because he hates it.
So, I remember when we would have it, when Mom would be making it, he would come home, and I'd hear him, like, almost dry heaving on the stairs, and then he'd just go smoke in the garage, and then he'd come up and have this look on his face like, fucking Hamburger Helper, god damn it.
Hey, Ty, I got a question for you.
Yeah.
For dessert, did you guys just get to smell the inside of a VHS tape cover?
Yes, we did. I hate you.
You fucking serial killer. We were talking about that today, and, like, that is, of all the shit that's been said, that has creeped me out the most. Because of how nonchalantly you're like, you know what, Jake said something weird, I'm going to say something weird. I used to scrunch this plastic and the paper, and I'd smell it as a kid, and I'm like, what the fuck, dude? That's super scary.
Coming from the guy who puts kids in a well.
You know what? That's not that weird to me. I can almost, you know, you could talk to that person. I don't know what to say to you. Why? Why?
It was unique.
You go from eating chicken to a well. This is amazing. I love this podcast.
What a roller coaster.
Pro Alan Arkin.
Yeah.
I love Alan Arkin.
I'd say acting in general.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I really couldn't tell you a weak link.
No.
In acting.
Everybody seemed to have like a pivotal moment too.
Mm-hmm.
Like Arkin for me was when Greg Kinnear found out.
They didn't get his book deal.
And you kind of don't see it coming because they haven't really displayed anything that would lead you to believe that they were close.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But his dad just kind of comes up and like puts his hand on his shoulder, and he's like, "I just want to let you know that, you know, I
He's proud of him.
yeah, well, yeah." He said, "I'm proud of you. Like most people don't even try, and you tried something, and that's more than I would ever do." And it's like really fucking heartfelt. Like I just remember that scene kind of coming out of nowhere the first time I saw it. And I'm like, "Fuck that." That emotionally impacted me.
There are a lot of scenes like that.
You have emotions?
I do have emotions. It's mostly rage and anger and yeah. But I'd say Abigail Breslin's was probably when she's in the hotel room with Alan Arkin.
Yeah,
and she's like, "Am I pretty?" Yeah. And then she cries because she says, "I don't want to be a loser," and you're like, "Fuck!" Like
her dad's pounding this into her.
Her head is all messed up. But Alan Arkin was great at alleviating, like, "No, you're not a loser. You're trying. That makes you not a loser."
Or Dwayne, his is I think when he's out on the pier with Steve Carell.
Yeah.
And Carell talks to him about suffering and how it actually like is good for the soul to suffer.
And I'd agree with that.
Yeah. And then you see him like interacting with the family more after that point. Because he takes an interest in making sure that his sister's okay, that his family's okay, and even going as far to embarrass himself with them. So,
you think suffering makes you who you are? Deep question.
I think suffering in general makes you feel alive because you care enough about something that it hurt you.
Like when I went and saw Ghost Rider 2 in the theater, I suffered because I was like, I care about this character, but this movie's a piece of shit.
Dude, how's that video up to 5,600 views?
Because Jake knows how to tag it right.
That's what your mom said.
That blows my fucking mind.
Yeah, honestly, listeners, why are you... Like, actually, no, there's no way it was the listeners.
No.
Jake tagged it right, and people keep clicking on it. I'm fine with it.
I don't know what I tagged in that. Free porn?
Wait, what?
There's probably like free porn, Shaggy, well...
Oh, it was Shaggy, I bet.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Nicolas Cage, that's probably what did it.
He just keeps watching it over and over and over.
You know what we have to do now? Is every single pick from now on has to be a Nick Cage movie.
My God. No. No. We can do...
Next week, Bangkok Dangerous.
No. Oh,
God.
No. We could do a Cage month, right?
We could. Yeah, we all three pick a Nick Cage movie.
I mean, we're not going to do it this year because that's... No.
No, that defeats the whole point of picking Christmas movies.
We don't need a Nick Cage Christmas.
Which I was going to start mine next week.
So, already?
Yeah.
Wow.
Because by the time we get this up...
It'll be fucking 2018?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought you were going to pick Son-in-Law.
I actually enjoy Son-in-Law, but... Jake.
I just want to see this motherfucker watch Pauly Shore.
Have you seen Son-in-Law?
I don't think I have.
Oh.
I've seen Biodome.
What's up, buddy?
So terrible.
Son-in-Law is probably my favorite Pauly Shore movie. That or Jury Duty.
Well, that's saying a lot.
Not Pauly Shore is Dead?
I enjoyed parts of that, but other parts were terrible.
It's a tag Pauly Shore now.
Oh. Is there a man who's done less to become famous?
Andy Dick.
But I always think Andy Dick had some comedic talent.
That younger Hemsworth.
Liam? Yeah, okay, yeah. I'll agree with that. His brother is Chris, and that's how he got to be.
That's literally the pitch.
Well, that's basically like saying Stephen Baldwin. What has he done?
I think Stephen...
Usual Suspects.
Okay, fine.
Yeah!
Fine. Okay, I give you that one.
I mean, outside of that, nothing.
But he says one movie.
He's got that one.
That's all it takes.
And honestly, he doesn't even really matter that much in that movie.
I mean, the man did Biodome. He's a living legend.
Oh, God.
I bet we could find another film he was pretty good in.
Yeah. But it's funnier to just bash people.
True.
Yeah, he's got a point.
Speaking of bashing, I don't know.
You gonna bash this movie?
No, actually, I enjoyed this movie. Spoilers. I enjoyed this film. Another pro, the dark humor. I love it.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man. But a quick con to that, because as I say that, I thought of something. I hate the desensitivity a lot of the other characters in this film have, which I understand. Like it, and that's
it's a real
what I
life
think.
thing.
That's what I was gonna say. Is that's what makes this feel more real. Just me personally, as like the type of person I am, I'm like, God, I couldn't do that. So, which I know that's like some of their jobs, but some of them are like, I'm not so much talking about the woman in the hospital. Like, yeah, that kind of sucked. She was kind of
The bereavement liaison.
yeah, she was kind of mean. She was very to the point. Like, there's no way we can help you get this done.
Right,
And
the
it's
only one who's had somebody die today.
Yeah. And it's like, I understand that, but you can't help at all. I was more, but like the main woman that runs the pageant
Is a fucking cunt.
Wow.
Is she not a fucking cunt?
Spoilers.
Fucking cunt.
Dieter von Kuhn.
Yep.
But yeah, she
was a fucking cunt in Donnie Darko too.
she was. I've seen her in a couple of
Oh,
things, too.
God.
She usually,
What
I'm
was
starting
she?
to doubt your commitment to Sparkle
Sparkle
Vision.
Motion, yeah.
Yeah, Sparkle Motion.
That's right.
Fuck that bitch.
she's been in a lot of other things where she plays that type of character. A lot.
She's very good at being that
Yeah.
character. To the point where if I saw her on the street, I'd be like, "You're fucking human garbage." But goddamn it, I respect you.
Yeah, but God. Oh.
Dorothy Mantooth is a saint. Whoa.
Yeah.
Got him.
Oh, by the way, did you guys? Speaking of that, did you see the NFL tweeted out like Des Bryant scored a touchdown? So they tweeted out a picture of Des Bryant and it said Des, so the E was extended, and a bunch of people just kept retweeting or tweeting out
These
things.
nuts.
Yeah, they're like nuts, question mark. And people were posting the thing.
Something came in the mail today. That's like my favorite video ever. That dude's teeth. Holy shit. God bless him.
Oh. Yeah.
We got any more pros, cons?
Oh, I'm sure there's plenty. Pro Steve Carell.
Yeah, he's... Was this before or after The Office?
I think
up?
it was right in the middle of the Office.
It was, yeah. I think The Office started in 2005?
I thought it was 04. But
I just remember when I saw this, it made me think of him more as a serious actor. He could pull it off.
Mm-hmm.
Like, yeah, he was comedic. Like, he was... It's kind of weird that the guy that tried to commit suicide is there to kind of take the edge off things. But it works. Like, it doesn't seem weird at all.
No.
But I thought he was reserved, but he was a good voice of reason.
Well, and he was one of the most educated people out of the entire family.
Yeah.
He was, yeah. Yes, he was. But, see, Steve Carell, though, like, I don't know, more of his serious stuff I don't like. I like him in his comedic roles, like Date Night, great film.
Great?
I love Date Night. I think it's hilarious.
Did you see Seeking a Friend for the End of the World?
No, I hear that's really depressing. No.
Aubrey Plaza, right?
No.
No, that's a different apocalypse
Keira
movie.
Knightley.
Yep. What one are you thinking with Aubrey Plaza?
It's like Mark Duplass and
Oh,
Aubrey
that's
Plaza.
that one where he's building like a time machine in a lake or some shit.
Yeah.
I don't remember the name of it.
Yeah, I don't know that one.
That's gonna drive me crazy.
Was it called Drive Me Crazy?
No.
Like Dan in Real Life. was another serious film that he did that I heard not good things about.
Never saw that.
But I haven't seen it. Yeah, I can't pass judgment. I didn't see it. I had one friend though who saw it, and he was like, wasn't what he was expecting, and he didn't really care for it. So
he was like, this theater wouldn't even let me fuck my chicken.
What?
Nothing. Never mind.
License-
All right.
License registration.
Steve Carell though, Anchorman, he's great. I think that's how he started getting into movies, isn't it? The first Anchorman.
Back in 2004.
Yeah.
Well, he did. When was 40-Year-Old Virgin?
40-Year-Old Virgin was kind of around that same time.
I think he did Anchorman first, and then he did 40-Year-Old Virgin.
I think Ty's right.
Yeah, I don't know.
I was gonna say.
Well, he was on the Daily Show too.
Yep.
Yeah. Yep.
Like that's
Because they had the Steven and Steven
yeah,
stuff. Because him and Colbert.
and that's when I first like knew who he was. I think he was in a KFC commercial before that.
Yes, he was. Or was it KFC or was it Wonder Bread? I think it was KFC.
It's Wonder Bread. When's the last time you saw a Wonder Bread commercial?
A while ago. A long time ago. I think it was KFC. Or it was some sort of chicken.
Yeah, like a local chicken place.
Yeah.
And then Stephen Colbert did a Runza commercial.
Really?
Yeah, you never saw that?
No.
Yeah.
I know Daniel Tosh did a Taco Bell commercial.
Yup.
And he got fired because he got, wasn't he doing drugs or something? And that's why he got caught with paraphernalia or
I
something.
mean, him and the Dell guy were totally smoking all the weed together.
Oh gosh, I forgot all about the Dell
Dude,
guy.
you're getting a Dell. That guy was bombed during that commercial. He didn't even know what the fuck a Dell was.
Dude, you're getting Adele. Not, he's like the singer.
That doesn't exist.
Yeah.
If you guys want to get technical, pretty much he kind of not debuted, but he kind of broke out in Bruce Almighty.
Oh yeah, because he's the anchor who takes Jim Carrey's spot that he wants.
That was before
That
40-Year-Old
was
Virgin.
03,
Yeah,
wasn't it?
yeah, 03, and then
Wow.
40-Year-Old Virgin was 2005.
Man,
Anchorman
time,
was 04.
time
Yes.
really mangles, like,
All that stuff.
yeah, like, I can't keep track, like, you think you know what was before something.
Yeah. Yeah, I would say so. You like when what was it? I thought The Big Lebowski was a lot older than it was.
Yeah, it made me doubt my entire life. I was having a fucking midlife crisis during that pod. I'm like, 94? Where does the time go? What's that? You're wrong, you fuck.
Let's say, trying to think of a true con for this film. Con, it has nothing to do with the film, but it's a con in real life. Little girl beauty pageants are awful.
Okay. I agree.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like that, I know it's A&E or TLC or something. They promote it. They have like that tiara and toddlers or whatever, or toddlers and tiaras. And it makes me sick. Wasn't Honey Boo Boo also like on one of those shows and that's how she got her spin-off?
That sounds about right.
And
Because she was so adorable. My talents, I can chug this gravy. Gravy. Gravy.
why are you saying gravy?
I don't know. You looked at me like I said something much worse.
No, it wasn't that. It was more the fact that I think that's probably on the show. It makes me think you've
Yeah.
actually watched it.
No, I haven't seen it.
Oh, okay.
Well, what's her mom? Mama June, is that who that is?
Yeah. I think she shows up in what Joe Dirt 2.
Oh, Jesus
think.
Christ.
What?
Doesn't she? There's a terrible movie she shows up in. Honey Boo Boo's mom shows up in.
I mean, Joe Dirt 2 fits that bill.
I mean, you're not wrong.
I never even saw it, and I'm pretty sure it's fucking garbage.
Hey, Joe Dirt 1 is a classic.
What about 2?
No, 2 is bad.
Terrible.
Okay.
Wasted Patrick Warburton.
Wasn't she dating a dude that was a pedophile too? Like a registered sex offender? Yeah, that's not good. And then I think that got their show canceled.
But the thing is, I don't remember, like, was he one that it was like he was 19, she was 17? Like, I'm not saying that's not right, but it was one of those, was it two, like, 2-year thing, or was it?
Tony's like, let me be the voice of reason. Was he really a sexual offender?
I'm not trying to say. I'm just.
Let me go to bat for this redneck.
I don't even know. No, I'm not gonna go to bat for him.
Yeah, beauty pageants are the worst.
Oh yeah, yeah. That's what we were talking about.
But no, yeah, it's horrible. Like the things these mothers put their daughters through, like to live vicariously through them, because either they failed as a child or they never thought they were pretty, and now they're trying to make their daughters do something they never did.
I mean, and to have them do it at such an early age too.
God, they whore them up.
Like, if they want to do it when they're in high school or college, fine, whatever. Like,
but then you're too old.
No, you're not actually.
I mean, they're wearing like freaking 2-piece swimming suits. It's like they're freaking 7 years old. This is stupid.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't really like the whole idea of that. I would say though that there's probably ones out there that aren't crazy. Like it's just like, hey, we'll all get together. It's a hobby thing, and like we're not gonna do makeup. We're not gonna do crazy shit like that. You don't have to have, it'll just be like a fun, like a, I don't know,
like a talent show,
like a club or a talent show. Yeah. That being said, I don't think if I had a daughter, I'd be comfortable with any of that.
No, I would not at all. But
mainly because I think it teaches your kid to focus on the wrong things.
Yeah, definitely.
Which is a pro for this movie. They kind of get the message across that you shouldn't do that. Mm-hmm. You should just be what you're comfortable being.
Mm-hmm. Be who you are. Do what you want.
You want to eat ice cream? Eat fucking ice cream.
You want to dance like a stripper? Dance like a stripper.
Yeah, you want to dance to Ray James?
You want to cut your wrists? Cut your wrists.
Wow. Actually, I think they proved not to do that.
Well, I mean, he lived. He even said that he didn't want to.
Jeez.
God, I'm going to have to throw up a disclaimer or something.
Jeez.
Trigger warning.
What triggers?
What triggers? I'm not saying I condone it. I'm of the belief that a person should be able to do that if they truly want to do it. That's me. That's all I'm saying. I'm not encouraging people to kill themselves. And if you're not a lemming, you won't. You don't just run and dive off a bridge, right?
What about a person that's not in their right mind, though?
That's different. That I don't condone.
Well, if a person's not in their left mind.
God damn it, Ty.
Wow.
You proud of what you said?
Yes.
Way proud of that?
I was going to say way to make light of a serious situation, but I'll say way to make stupid of a serious situation. Nah, it's not that serious. Seal clap?
Yep. Because there was a rose on a grave here. That's why it was a seal clap.
Are we talking about suicide again?
No.
We were, though.
We were for a little bit. But I more wanted to focus on the toddler tiara thing. If you had been in that room, would you have done what the one guy did? I would have cheered.
The biker guy?
Yeah, the biker guy.
Yeah, I would have been all about that.
Fuck yeah.
That was awesome. I would have been like, this is sweet. Because all the other bullshit, I was like, what the hell?
That's why it was so great. Like, he was totally tuned out. He's disinterested.
Like,
it's the same shit.
He had his earplugs in.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Greg Kinnear's like, hey, you got someone on the show? And he's like, it's your first time, huh? Like, the small talk, don't waste your time with me. This is not my first rodeo.
Mm-hmm. He's like, woo! And then the other guy in the back's clapping.
Yeah.
the one who helped him out. That was amazing. So, I liked how like the other two judges, like one of them was laughing at it, like enjoying it. The other one was like, okay, whatever. But then the bitch of a judge, the person who ran it was like freaking out and like, end this and
triggered.
Yeah, she's triggered. She's not woke.
God.
Wasn't lit.
No.
I was hoping that I was. It hurt me to hear that.
My triggers.
Fucking lit. Oh no.
What's happened to her?
We're gonna have to delete this pod.
Why?
Light it on fire.
I mean, I basically was like, go ahead and kill yourselves. And you guys are like, lit fam. Woke.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. More pros, more cons.
I love the vehicle. I wish I had a van like that.
Do you?
Yeah.
Kind of seemed like a piece of shit.
It seemed to get great gas mileage though. They don't show them ever having to stop and get gas.
I don't think that's the point.
Well, the one time they left her.
Yeah, I know.
I love just the whole part the VW van kind of plays in the whole thing. From the horn being broken and going off sporadically during the whole movie, or the clutch breaking and them having to push the fucking thing everywhere it went. Doors falling off, and
at first I thought that when the clutch went out, I thought the guy was trying to screw them over, and he was actually being honest, and he actually helped him out by telling him, hey, if you can get it past second gear and just slam it into third, do it. So he go just get going.
yeah.
And they're like, you gotta get down a hill though to help out. And he's like, well, there's no hill. That was pretty good.
I don't know the pro. I don't know if you guys will agree with me, but I thought pacing was decent.
Yeah. Not a lot of fat on this movie.
No.
I mean, you really flesh out your cast of characters in the family, and you move along scene by scene pretty quickly. You kind of get the gist of everybody.
Oh, hell, they explained Steve Carell's backstory in like 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Why he did what he did, and it was actually not that's funny, but it was funny because they're like, oh, so you did it then? No. That I was actually fine with all that crap. It was that this happened.
Yeah.
That had like really nothing, like it did, but it didn't really deal with the other stuff.
It was like, wait, it gets worse. No, I'd agree with that, and I'd also say that it felt like it moved along naturally.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't jump anywhere really. It just, you have a steady progression.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing seemed forced. Then I would almost segue that into another pro with editing.
Yeah. No, the whole package is really well put together. I'd say another pro for me personally is it doesn't get preachy. Like it has a message, but it doesn't beat you over the head with it.
Mm-hmm.
And it isn't obnoxious about it. It's just kind of like, this is how we feel. And if you're of like mind, you're probably going to enjoy yourself.
Yeah.
Because sometimes movies will be like they'll go for that message like, hey, be who you want to be and whatever. Like, I hate to say it, but the end of Breakfast Club, where they're like, I'm a basket case and I'm a jock and blah, blah, blah. It gets a little bit too on the nose. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think that comes with them kind of repeating themselves, who they are throughout the movie, and
right.
you get it. We get it.
Yeah. That being said, it's a classic. I'm
Yeah,
not knocking.
yeah, yeah.
I'm not knocking the movie at all. I'm just saying it just gets a little too
Pigeonhole.
Yeah, like you've already spelled it out. At this point, you don't need to read it to me. I'm looking at it.
Mm-hmm.
I understand. But this movie, I felt, did it in a better way.
Mm-hmm.
Like there was nothing. Like, remember American Beauty? When I said one of the only issues I really had was the part where Janie goes, then we'll always be weird and we'll never live with anyone. Like, that shit always rubs me the wrong way. And I was a teenager, but even as a teenager, I never identified with the, like, I need to be so over the top, like, because my life is so dramatic and no one understands me. Like, I don't know, I'm older now. Do you feel like people understand you?
No. Not
Like-
all the time.
Like,
I think people can have the capacity to understand you better, but not necessarily that they do.
right. But what's nice with age is, to put it blunt, everybody kind of just shuts the fuck up.
Do they, though?
Well, if you're not an asshole, you shut the fuck up. Because everybody's got their shit, you know? Like, not everybody has a great day every day. Like, I don't know how to word what I'm trying to say, but...
No, not everybody knows what everybody's going through.
Right.
And people have their own things that they keep to themselves. And so to then judge people not knowing what they're going through is kind of wrong, and you try not to do it because you may not have a leg to stand on.
Right. And I'm not saying don't have empathy.
Yeah.
Like, I empathize with things, but like, you know, the person that's like in passing in the hall at work or something, you're like, hey, how's it going? And they're like, well, my fucking dog died, and then my car broke down, and eventually you're just like, dude, I was just asking, how's it going? Like,
this is a simple passerby.
you don't gotta give me
like,
every fucking sob story in your life. Like,
this isn't a forum to air your public shit.
Right.
Or your
And then you walk by him the next day and you don't ask a goddamn thing because you don't want to know. Like, I don't know. It probably makes me sound like an asshole. I'm really not as bad as I come off.
But sometimes it's also dependent on like the person you're talking to. Like if they're a good friend, then you'll be more willing to listen.
Absolutely.
Than if it's just some person you've seen around work.
I'm just saying I personally hate when someone's like, my life is miserable and this is why, and like, especially if you're young, like, you don't, like, yeah, people, I'm not saying those people don't have it horrible. Some of them do, genuinely.
Yep.
But a lot of them, you're being over dramatic. Like, it's not the end of the world. You can't fly planes, kid. Like, I'm sorry.
Like, I think you can give him a break, though, because he just, like, that's something he was working towards, and he figured it out.
And I do. I give him a break. That's what I'm saying. This movie is better about it than a lot of the other kind of movies like that. No, he flipped out. He took a vow of silence for 9 months. Like, I would have fucking lost my shit. Mm-hmm. I'm colorblind. I'm fucked. How long have I been working towards this goal? And now it means nothing. Mm-hmm. Especially when your stepdad is all fucking goal-centric. Like, it's just magnified, I'm sure. That is life.
Like, you can't prepare for some of the shit that happens. Like,
it's ebbs and flows. Yeah. Like, you gotta just... I think what defines you best is how you roll with it.
Yeah, absolutely.
And he seemed to pick himself up pretty well.
Yeah.
It took a little bit, but he seems to pick himself up.
Well, Olive helped him.
Yes.
That was a scene I liked.
Yeah, I agree.
Like, everybody's trying to sit there and sympathize with him and just, you know, try and talk him out of it. And all she does is walk down there, puts her arm around his shoulder.
And he goes, I'm okay.
Yep.
Yeah,
that's all it took.
Whoever wrote this understands people. Mm-hmm. Like, kudos to them.
Mm-hmm. No.
This got way more serious towards the second half.
Well, it's a darker like it's a darker film that has a light heart, but
talks about real shit.
Yeah, like how, because you know Abigail Breslin's character Olive, she is in a beauty pageant, but I think the beauty pageant she won was kind of like not as serious as the one she now ends up going to, and the rest of her family freaks out when they see the other performers, and they are good. Yeah. And they're like, hey, we're not sure about this, because they don't even know what her routine looks like, because only Grandpa had been working out with her. And so they're like, she's going to get embarrassed, she's going to get laughed at, but she takes it on her own. She's like, hey, and even her mom stands up for her, which was awesome. She's like, she's been working for this. This is her. Let her be herself.
Yeah. Literally everybody was like, you can't let her go out there.
Mm-hmm. But they were like, screw it. She was like, screw it. I came here all this way. I want to prove myself. Which then it also kind of contradicts what her dad's always preached, is never give in or whatever. And then he was trying to make her quit.
Never give up, never surrender.
Yep. Thank you, Galaxy Quest. Very good movie.
Her translator's broken. Holy shit. That movie's amazing.
It is. That is a great movie.
Wow, something you guys agree on?
Yeah.
It's weird.
My voice cracked.
Jake just hit puberty.
Yeah. God, I love that part where they pick him up hungover, and he goes to the real ship, and he's like, fire red particle cannons,
Yeah.
green particle cannons, and while you're at it, throw that at him. It's a fucking can of Coke. And then he's like shit-faced wandering the halls, and like the aliens are frantically running around like, we're in fucking war.
Well, but see, the guy didn't. It's so funny because the guy didn't expect it. He actually beat them and hung over.
Yeah.
Yeah, he damaged their ship enough to.
Yeah, he fucked up the one dude's eye.
Yeah.
What was our movie, Galaxy Quest?
No.
Oh.
You've never seen Galaxy Quest?
Bits and pieces.
Dude. That'll have to
Justin
be fixed
Long is
someday.
in it.
Yeah. Very young.
Yeah, very young.
Alan Rickman's in it too, right?
Yeah.
By Grabthar's hammer. What a savings. Tony Shalhoub's in it too.
Nice.
It pretty much makes fun of like not fun of, but it's pretty much the first Star Trek cast, and they've sold out like after they did the show. So,
Okay, yeah.
So
he's at like an opening of like a Kmart or something.
mm-hmm.
And they're about to cut the ribbon. He's like, by Grabthar's hammer. What a savings.
Because Rickman, is playing Sulu? I would say he's like a Sulu.
No, I thought he was like
Or no, Spock. Oh my
Yeah,
God,
yeah.
It's like a Spock. Tim
Say,
Allen's
what?
William Shatner. Sorry, I blanked for a second.
You know the
What?
Asians aren't aliens, right?
Jeez. Sigourney Weaver was obviously Uhura.
Uhura.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Uhura.
Uhala. Yep. Burrito.
Yeah. Shaloub was Chekhov or Scotty. One
Yeah.
or the other.
Shalhoub's got one of the funniest fucking parts in that movie.
Yes, he does.
Apparently, he's supposed to be like a huge stoner, but they cut all the scenes of him actually
But
smoking
it
weed.
makes sense.
But it totally makes sense. Like, you just have to imagine before every shot he's in, he just smoked like a giant fucking bowl or something. But they end up meeting real aliens, and they do the transporter thing, and they hurl through the fucking universe. And Shaloub lands, and he's chewing gum, and he's like, oh, that was pretty cool. And Rickman's like...
Yeah, everybody else is like...
Yeah, they're all like
freaking
freaking out. Like, it's pretty great. Wow, we talked a lot about Galaxy Quest.
Yeah.
It's a great film.
Did you guys have any particular scenes that really stood out
Oh yeah,
to
we
you?
could do our scenes of the week. Drew, your movie, you started.
Come back to me.
I got one.
Okay.
I already talked about it. Honestly, one of my favorite scenes is when Rickman's...
Jesus Christ, it's not Galaxy Quest.
Do you need to pick a new scene?
No, I got my Alan. Yeah, my favorite part of Little Miss Sunshine is when Sigourney Weaver... I got my Allens mixed up. Alan Rickman and Alan Arkin.
Yeah.
It's when Arkin is consoling Greg Kinnear. Like, it's just super heartfelt. Like, it felt real to me.
Yeah.
Like, and it's kind of... I don't know, it's just a testament to the acting. Like, how... I don't know. I don't know.
Father-son connection is a big thing.
Which wasn't even really built up, though. I think that's what impresses me so much. Something about that scene always kind of gets me.
And I think some of it, too, is like, these two look like they don't get along.
Right.
But then for the father to show the son so much respect and, like, encouragement, it kind of transcends to, like, you know, I think everybody's been like, they've had that moment with their dad where their dad tells them something like that, and they're...
Right. It just kind of hits you the right way. And the thing is, like, he's already made it clear that he doesn't agree with everything Greg Kinnear does. Like, his whole mentality, the 9 steps, he's like, that's all bullshit. But, like, he put forth the effort to make that connection, to be like, I don't want you to feel bad because you tried.
Yeah. You did more than I ever tried, so...
So yeah, it's not a big scene, but that's the one I always remember when I think of this movie.
That definitely stands out.
My scene is in the bus, and it's soon after they start, and Abigail Breslin's listening to the CD, and Alan Arkin starts going off on life lessons, and he just cursing like hell, but he's like,
fuck a lot of women.
Yeah, fuck a lot of women. He's talking to Dwayne, and then Steve Carell's just listening to him and talking with him, and it's hilarious because then reading up on the scene, they actually had Breslin listening to music so that she wouldn't hear Alan Arkin cursing and talking about sex the whole time. And he talking about snorting heroin and then the old folks home he lived at. And like pretty much just saying live life.
Yeah.
So, but it just was funny just coming from Arkin.
I like when he kept going, I'm old, why would I lie to you?
Yeah.
And like
he's like, don't show me the damn pad.
Greg Kinnear's trying to shut him up, and Alan Arkin's like, "Nah, fuck you. I'm gonna say I'm old. I can say whatever the fuck I want."
Yeah.
But yeah, because Arkin just great, but like I don't know, it just giving those life lessons while on a car ride, and he, oh gosh, doesn't he say something to Steve Carell about him being gay? Too, I think he was like, "Same to you, even though you're gay" or something like that.
Something like that, yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. I just he had no filter, and it was a funny scene. Him yelling the whole time.
Yeah, it was great. I guess for me, it's the end, the Rick James dance off, like
Yeah.
just Abigail Breslin just dancing all over the stage or whatever. The moves her grandpa taught her, and I want to dedicate this song to my grandpa. Well, where's he at, sweetie? Point him out. He's in the trunk of our car.
Oh yeah. Spoiler.
Yeah, Alan Arkin dies from drug overdose.
Whoops.
And her just dancing and the reactions that they get from
People
everybody.
walk out.
It's amazing. Like the guy who's kind of like hosting the pageant, who's really fucking creepy. And he's just kind of like, ooh, like what's this?
Like besides the main woman, I don't think anybody really had an issue with it. I mean, a couple people walked out, but those are people who take it too seriously. Like
So like all of them.
Yeah, not all of them left. Some of them were sitting there still, but
All the other girls seem to not like it very much.
but
The contestants, anyway.
I know. But at the same time, was she wrong in the way she was dancing? Like we talked
Yeah.
about, those things are
It should
terrible.
be fun.
Yeah,
I like that Miss California was into it. I want to party with her.
Yeah.
I know.
She
Yeah.
eats ice cream.
Right?
Yeah. Well,
Off
she
my
did say
dick.
her favorite though might be
Whatever that
it might be
means.
classified as a frozen yogurt. So
Oh.
which froyo is good. So all right, do we want to move into our reviews? Because like we've talked about several times, when we do a good film, it's so hard to keep going because there's so many good parts. Like otherwise, it just feels like we're just sucking the dick of this movie.
I was waiting for a frivolous argument about whether or not Froyo is good.
I like froyo.
Depends on where it comes from. Is it TCBY? Is it Ben and Jerry's?
Is it red mango?
I don't know.
Jake, I don't care.
What kind of garbage truck was it?
Right. If it's cold and I can eat it, then yeah, I'll eat it. I really don't even know the difference.
I don't either.
But no, speaking of reviews, I'll kick it off. I guess this was my pick. What? There's nothing else I can say about this movie. I mean, I love it. Just everything about it is great. The acting's great. Soundtrack's great. It hits me on so many emotional levels. It's real. Like it's down to earth, and it's raw. It's gritty. You see people at their worst. And you have relatable characters here, and like we've preached on this pod before, like that's how you know when you found a good movie is it makes you feel something, like genuinely. And you definitely get that here unless you're a soulless monster devoid of any joy. And this is a movie I can go back and keep watching. I mean, it's been a couple years since I've seen it, but this movie fucking holds up. And if you've never heard of this movie or ever seen it, I highly recommend it. It's not going to be for everybody, but I think if you enjoy comedy movies at all and kind of have a twisted sense of humor, you'll be into it. And I give it an 8.5.
Yeah, I love this movie too. I think the message is outstanding, and it's one of the better movies to get the message across that it's all right to be whatever you want to be. Like if you're a little bit off, that's okay. It's just important to be yourself and not really compromise or try to match, an expectation or what somebody else wants of you. Just go to the beat of your own drum, really. I think the acting is spectacular. I thought the writing, the direction, the editing, it's just a very well put together movie. Everything just flows perfect. I can't think of a way that it could have been better. That being said, the subject matter is a little dark for some people. You got an old man doing heroin. It's a little out there. But yeah, I can't help but think that there's got to be something in this for everybody. But yeah, I love the movie. I think it's great. I'd give it a 9.5.
Holy shit.
I remember when this film came out, I had no idea what it was about. I don't know. So I didn't see it, and I put off seeing it. I heard great things. It wasn't that I thought it was a shitty movie or anything. I had no idea or really any reason to want to see it. I was too busy watching, New York Minute, but actually New York Minute came out 2 years before this film. But no, it is that type of dark humor that I like. I thought the way you guys talked about, there'd be a little more humor to it, not as much depth and what's the word I'm looking for? Emotional roller coaster that's in this film. But drama, thank you. Gosh. But it was really enjoyable. I liked seeing the character develop and kind of face their own issues that they have, or that they learn they have, and kind of come together as a family unit, a very dysfunctional family unit. But it's nice to see Olive be a catalyst to try and help them all. And Olive really doesn't try to do anything. It's just they all want the best for her, that she's the reason they all try to be better than they are. And even though that they're all kind of maybe resilient at first at doing this, they seem to appreciate it later that they were able to do it. So I give it an 8.5 as well. So I think it's a great film. In a very low budget independent Fox Searchlight film.
Yeah, Fox made a good decision.
Crazy, right?
Right?
This movie was even nominated for 4 Academy Awards. Won 2. Alan Arkin won Best Performance by an Actor in a Supporting Role.
Earned it.
Won Best Original Screenplay. And it was nominated for Best Picture. Didn't win, but was nominated. And
what did it lose to? I think I remember the year it lost.
It was in 2007.
Was it Crash?
Oh, it might have been.
2007.
No, Crash would have been a little earlier than that.
That and Abigail Breslin was nominated for Best Performance by an Actress in a Supporting Role.
Yeah, can I just say she is great in this movie.
Yeah, I love everything about her in this movie.
She's adorable.
Did you, Greg Kinnear hated the dancing scene because he's so self-conscious about his dancing. So
he should be.
Oh, you can dance better than him?
No.
I'd pay to see that.
I would too.
You'd pay? How much?
I got $1.
Yeah, it's not enough.
I got 2.
It's not what you said last night.
Also, Thomas Hayden Church was offered Greg Kinnear's role and he turned it down.
That's interesting. They had a promo for Sideways before this.
Yeah.
He said he regretted it. He said he wished he had done it. So
He's a good actor. I think he would have done fine. But I actually like seeing him more likable than Greg Kinnear in this movie, so...
And then all the girls in this film that were in the pageant had actually been in other pageants. They were actual.
Yeah, that seems true.
Do we ever find any budget information?
I know. All I know is that they bought it for. Fox bought it for $10 million at Sundance, but I don't know how much it was made for.
Wow.
They bought the rights to distribute it for $10 million.
I hope it made some money.
I think it did well.
Well, here, let me look it up quick.
I
know it got like a 91% on Rotten Tomatoes, both user and critic.
It's a 7.8 on IMDb and an 80 on Metacritic. I mean, it's great. It's a great movie.
It's a very good movie. Super entertaining.
Trying to see. I'm looking up first Oscar.
Sorry, we can stall.
2007. Oh. The Departed.
Oh, fuck. Well, it's Departed.
Yeah, that's a tough one to beat.
As long as it's not Crash, because fuck that movie.
Yeah, I remember seeing Crash and being like, why did this win?
I mean, it's alright.
Yeah, but it's not great.
I don't know. That movie was so overblown. It was very odd how overblown that movie was.
Which one of these where do you, in the pecking order, do you think Little Miss Sunshine fell in these 5? So there was The Departed, which won.
Okay.
Then Babel.
Never saw it.
Letters from Iwo Jima.
Never saw it.
And The Queen.
Never saw it. So Little Miss Sunshine would be second.
Because it's
to me.
Yeah, I'm the same way. I didn't see any of those.
No, I didn't see any. I have no idea what Babel's about. I know Brad Pitt's in it. That's all I know.
I heard it was good, but I don't know if it's better than Little Miss Sunshine.
But yeah, I love The Departed. That was a great film. I still like though how he as in what's the director's name? Gosh dang.
Scorsese.
Gosh. He says it's not even the one he thought should have won an Oscar.
Which one did he think? Goodfellas?
Goodfellas or Casino.
Do Casino.
Casino's amazing.
Its budget was at $8 million and made over $100.
Damn.
So,
that's pretty fucking good.
it was made for $8 million. Fox then paid $10 million, and then it made over $100.
Good investment.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sure they pumped all that money into fucking Fantastic Four. Rise of the Silver Surfer or something.
Yeah, it would have been about that time.
Fantastic Four 2015.
Garbage.
Oh. God.
Garbage. And
If
Tom Hardy should be ashamed of himself to even work with fucking Josh Trank.
If I never see that film again.
Did you hear about that?
What?
Josh Trank is making a movie
Yeah.
about Al Capone
It's called Fonzo.
with Tom Hardy. So someone is trusting Josh Trank with their money again.
Hey, Chronicle was good. Actually, I never saw it.
Was
so I
it
can't
good,
say.
though?
I was just say I didn't see it, so I can't say.
Are you gonna go see it?
Chronicle was like a rip-off Diet Akira, is what it was. I don't want that. I don't want a live-action Akira either. Did you see the trailer for
Ghost
Full
in the
Metal
Shell.
Alchemist?
Yep.
Oh.
How'd you feel about that?
The visuals look fucking sweet, but they can't put those Japanese live action movies. They can't put a story together. They just can't.
What
Stick
about
to
Ghost in
anime.
the Shell? I saw there was a preview for that.
It looks visually stunning, but I don't know the source material well. I did hear that people that do are kind of like, they're going to fuck this up.
Hey, just like Ghostbusters.
Was Ghostbusters visually stunning?
No,
Oh,
it was pretty much, hey, they're gonna fuck this up.
yeah.
You still need to show me that clip about Melissa McCarthy, what she said. You said that kind of redeems her a little bit.
Oh yeah, the video's like a half hour long.
Oh shit. Never mind.
I'll send it to you. You can watch it
Okay.
at your leisure.
We got anything else?
No, I don't think so. There wasn't much except for Dan, the actor Dano, who was playing Dwayne, was like 22 and he was supposed to be 15. But he looks young. But
Yeah.
his mom was only like 12 years older than him. The actor's playing his mom was like 12 years older than him. But other than that, like there wasn't much to this. Like there wasn't much background to this film except I think Frank was Steve Carell's character, right?
Yeah.
Bill Murray was sought after for that role.
Yeah.
That would have been interesting.
Mm-hmm.
I think Bill Murray would have been too old.
I don't know.
I think Steve Carell just fit. Like he had to be like he looked like he was in his 30s, early 40s, and I think that fit that role perfectly to be like that younger, not younger, but to be that middle-aged uncle. So what?
I don't know.
That just was a weird look he gave me, but I got nothing.
What else we got? Happy birthday to Drew.
Oh yeah, today's Drew's birthday as we're
Thank you.
recording this.
Old man.
Yep, I'm old.
Logan,
balls.
Old man Logan.
old man Drew.
Getting my own comic series.
I'd say I'd buy it, but if I did, I'd buy it and I'd never read it.
Yeah.
Like all my
probably
other
true.
comics.
Well, yeah, I need to get mine back from you.
Oh, the ones that never left my trunk?
Yep.
Just like the kids.
Oh, that one caught me by surprise.
Yeah, there you go.
I was gonna say
That's how I catch them, too.
I'm thinking, if Drew did get a comic, Marvel or DC would just restart it in a year anyways.
Yeah. They'd change you to a chick, too.
Yeah, that'd be terrible. Isn't it you next week?
Yeah, it'll be me next week. I'm gonna do a Christmas movie.
What do you got?
I have a couple in mind. That's why I'm just saying it's going to be a Christmas movie, but I have to see which one I can get my hand on. I have a pecking order of which ones I want to do, but it depends which one I can get my hands on.
So give us some ideas.
Well, one is one I saw last year, and it's a newer film.
Krampus?
No,
Oh.
no. That came out like years ago, didn't it?
No, that came out last year.
Years ago?
I thought Krampus was like 13. Did it come out just last year?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Did I fall into a hyperbolic sleep chamber?
Well, years ago would be like 3 years ago.
I'm pretty sure it came out holiday time last year.
Dude, I'm dying so much quicker than I think. Like, holy fuck. Sometimes you look in a mirror and you're like, yesterday.
Everything seems so far away.
I was just going to do that.
Tomorrow we'll look in the mirror and be like, wow, today's the 10-year anniversary of Harambe's death.
Fucking Harambe.
No, not anymore. He's dead.
I'm going to tell you this right now. In 10 years, if you even utter the word Harambe, I'm going to beat you to death with the back of a toilet
John
seat.
Pro Harambe, like, fist in the air chanting.
10 years, nobody will know who the fuck Harambe is.
Do you guys remember Cecil the Lion?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was this year. I thought that was like last year.
That was this year?
Yeah, I think that happened in February.
The dentist?
Yeah,
Yeah.
the dentist thing.
Dude. What the fuck? You're kidding me.
If I remember right, I think it was like January or February of this year.
I don't know. I can't.
I'll look it up quick.
Deny it.
It was the night before with Joseph Gordon-Levitt, Anthony Mackie, and Seth Rogen.
Yeah, I never saw that.
I enjoyed it. It was really good. Mindy Kaling, or whatever her name is, from The Office. She's barely in it, but the girl from The Interview, like the FBI agent that convinces Seth Rogen, she's been in...
I never saw the interview.
Oh,
I've seen it.
yeah. He knows which girl. You would recognize her, but I can't put
Alright.
the actress's name.
What else are you thinking about?
Die Hard.
Die Hard's a good one.
That's what I was mouthing.
That's an amazing Christmas film.
Yeah.
I'm assuming you guys have seen Elf.
Yeah.
I never saw it.
You never saw? Oh, God, I hate you.
Let me just say this though: from all the advertising and all the people I know that like Elf, I think I would fucking hate Elf.
Dude, Zoe Deschanel.
Yeah.
She can't save. She didn't save the happening.
I mean, you're not wrong,
You're not wrong.
but Zoe Deschanel, dude.
What was I looking up?
I don't know. Oh, Cecil the Lion.
Oh yeah. Thank you.
Because I really need you to tell me that's older than that, or I'm gonna freak out. Like I might just jerk the wheel off the bridge when I'm driving home tonight.
Oh nope, it was last year.
Ah.
July of 2015.
Okay. So summer of last year. Okay. Now I feel a little bit better. I'm like, holy shit. Like, what the fuck? I used to have my life in order, and now it's so fast.
Now you don't remember when lions die.
Yeah.
Yeah, but those are a couple I've thought of. Or How the Grinch Stole Christmas, the Ron Howard version.
Oh. Jim Carrey?
Yeah. Have you seen that one?
Dude, Ron Howard directed that movie?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did not know that.
Mistakes were made.
Hey, he said Jim Carrey was really nice to work with.
Is Clint in it?
Yes.
For real?
Yeah.
He was the Grinch.
No. He plays the mayor's secretary.
I was gonna say, what is he? One of the little midget?
No, you can
Who's-
easily
who-
you can easily pick out Clint.
You
What?
always can.
His bulging forehead.
Well, it's kind of hidden by makeup in this one. Have you not seen it?
No,
Oh, it has pretty good. Jim Carrey carries the film.
I've seen the old animated one
Yeah,
a bajillion times.
Jim Carrey. If it had been anybody but Jim Carrey, that film would have been a lot worse. But he carries the film.
Did you know if your heart were to really grow 3 sizes, you're
would
in some
die.
deep shit?
You would die.
That's human heart, not a Grinch heart.
Yeah,
That's true.
get your logic out of here.
If it grew 3 sizes, you would collapse on the floor of an Outback Steakhouse. Lost a sponsor.
We're good at that.
Yeah, that's true. We haven't lost one in a while.
I was gonna say, yeah, we haven't thrown anybody under the bus lately.
Plus, it's Outback. I mean,
I think I've ate an Outback once.
that's what I'm saying, though. You don't go to Outback to get a steak. You go to a respectable place.
Like Longhorn Steakhouse.
Yep. Wait, did the check cleared? Yep, Longhorn. Woo! Actually, you heard about my birthday experience, so they can suck my dick.
Yeah.
So
yeah, we lost him.
So go to Misty's.
Where's Misty's?
It's a regional thing. It's in Lincoln, actually.
Is it good?
Is there? Oh, it's wonderful.
Oh yeah, it's bomb.
Really?
Their
Oh, yeah, it's
prime
good.
rib is amazing.
Anyways,
The fuck are we doing here?
Oh, what are we doing here?
A pod.
We're
I
wrapping
guess.
this up. All right, but those are a couple. I'm gonna start my Christmas. So yeah, my top one is, because I know you guys haven't seen it. I think you would enjoy it because those are all 3 funny actors. Is The Night Before. So, and the guy who plays Zod in those new Superman films is in it as well.
Michael Shannon.
Yep, Michael Shannon.
Dude, Michael Shannon's
he
a baller.
Jake loves some Michael Shannon.
That motherfucker's crazy.
Yeah, you would like this.
Dude,
Yeah.
you've seen Boardwalk Empire. Michael Shannon is fucking like ridiculous.
But anyways, I think that'll do it for this week. Like and subscribe. Facebook.
Tweeter.
Yeah, that's about what I said. That's why I stopped. Twitter. Facebook. I think I just said that. YouTube. Gmail.
Libsyn.
Libsyn.
We've had a big bump in Libsyn this month.
Really? That's
We're up to
good.
like 228 downloads
Nice.
for November.
Keep them coming. Keep telling people.
We
Yeah.
need to get those new episodes up then.
Oh, you mean I should be doing stuff?
But, any final words?
Thank you for listening.
Yeah. Thank you for any way you talk to.
It's been an honor and a privilege serving you.
Good night and good luck. But for TJD, I'm Ty.
Jake.
And I'm Drew.
Bye.
See you next week.